you ready, kids?
The great Roman historian Livy was born in either 64 or 59 BC in the northern Italian town of Batavia, which was located in the province of Cisalpine Gaul. Like a lot of scholars, including his contemporary, the great poet Virgil, Livy was a bit of a recluse by nature. Despite his eremitic character, however, he did make the very bold decision to travel to Rome in his 30s to study and advance his career. In contrast to a lot of Romans of the time from privileged families, however, he did not make the decision to become a senator or indeed any other kind of government official, nor did he enlist to become a soldier, which is perhaps understandable given his physique. He did study rhetoric, though, and on top of that, he began to investigate philosophy. It's fair to assume that he was quite good at these things because at the age of 32, he started crafting what is regarded as perhaps the greatest historical work to come out of the Roman Empire. It's called Ad Urbe Condita Libre. It was a truly monumental work, and it documented the history of Rome from the foundation before 750 BC to the present day for Livy, which was 9 BC. It emphasizes the triumphs and the glories of Rome, and today's sensibilities say that's a bad thing, but at the time that was great. And it's also far too credulous of dodgy sources and apocryphal tales, which is also viewed in today's lights as terrible historical vice. But anyway, in the Dark Ages, Livy lost attention. Attention was drawn away from his work, in part just because the scholars of the time were too lazy to even read his works in full. Thankfully, Thankfully, the great boon that was the Renaissance saw Livy's works undergo their own kind of rebirth, soaring in popularity and even gaining a kind of currency among the Italian Renaissance scholars. This in turn led to the recovery of certain vital manuscripts that had been neglected and allowed to moulder and decay during the truly dark and intenebrated ages of the Dark Ages. And so that's why I'm able to make this video today. Thank you for listening and watching. I always say listening rather than watching, which is obviously an error and makes no sense. And be sure to check out my blog if you want